Hello, I'm Chachi. That's Tom. Welcome back to Inner Humble Opinion. We're going to go over Week 14 this week. Little bit of a rough week for me. I mean, but there's still. I will start with that game. The Steelers defeated the Baltimore Ravens 27-22 in Baltimore. Tom, do you want me to go first, or you want to go?
I think you should go first.
Okay.
Let it out. Let it out.
So I want to start off by saying I want to give credit to the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers played really well in this game. DK Metcalf played really well. Both of them had their best games, I believe, as Steelers. Aaron looked like he finally kind of healed from his injury. He was a little sluggish last start. It was kind of up and down, but he was throwing that ball all over the place. Looked good, hitting everyone on target. Now I do think the first touchdown, NFL, we're gonna get over the refereeing further into this game. I just want to go over the game real quick. But the first drive was definitely a flag. I don't know why that wasn't called on DK Metcalf, but you'll call it on Zay Flowers, which is very weird because literally the 6'4" guy that's 230 pounds, you're not going to call the shove with his arm, but the 5'9" guy that's 180, and I'm being nice, he's probably 160, but just saying, it's NFL, be consistent. I don't understand because some of these corners will grab guys and it's fine, and then then you call flags on other corners all the time. So what do? I don't understand what you're supposed to do in these situations. But also the first drive for the Steelers when the Ravens got a field goal, I don't think Zay Flowers caught that ball because it looked like he was out of bounds and the ball was moving, and then that's why I have an issue with the last play. But
Josh, I will always say this. Every time, even the Packer game, I think I texted you, I see why you guys hate playing the Steelers. The NFL is infatuated with that team having some level of success. And I don't know what it is. It's super annoying. They get a lot of very biased calls. That's all I'm going to say. It's weird.
So this game started off real slow, too. The offense started off really bad. Falele had a bad game. I will admit that. And I think he should be benched for his own good. As far as, I think he needs to just sit and watch and just have a minute to reset. I don't think his career's over, by the way. I just think he needs a reset because sometimes players just get off to a rough start. Got to learn a little bit by sitting, reset kind of how they're playing, then get back into it. And he does have the potential. He's a huge dude. You can't teach how big he is. You can't. But technique's very important, and that is one thing this is showing, which, a lot of people, they don't give linemen enough credit. They're huge to you winning. And a lot of times people think you just put any big person there. No, you got to know, you have good technique and have some camaraderie with the rest of the guys on your team, which takes me back to the point we make all the time. They don't practice like they used to. So everyone was like, oh, they practice too much. Yes, but that also helps, especially the offensive line, because you all start getting chemistry and you read each other better and you guys are like a unit. Now it's hard to do that when you do one practice a day. It's not fully padded. You're not really hitting people. Your physicality's not the same. Tom can attest to that. We'll let him do that when he gets up there. But yeah, the line's a problem. The two guards have been, especially the Falele, but both guards have been not very good. Ronnie Stanley's been good, and so has Rosengarten, but especially for how young he is, he's done a good job. But the offense, again, just so sluggish. I don't understand. Me and Tom were talking about this. I don't understand why we're in the pistol formation when Lamar's not running the ball. Overall, in general, even the plays when you're not running read option, the pistol's useless. It just takes more time, and it's terrible for Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry has to get up to speed. You want to put him behind Ricard, who's healthy now, which is why I really don't understand this. Before, I could at least be like, oh, Ricard's not healthy, so you don't want to risk that, right? It's really weird. Really, really odd. I don't understand the play calling. They did kind of get it turned around the second half. They played a lot better on offense, but even then, this is the biggest problem in this era with the Ravens. It's been the last 6 years. Big spots. You drop passes. You don't execute. I don't know what's going on. And what's sad? The plays are there. They just don't catch the ball. Like Rashard Bateman. What are you doing? They takes probably 4 points off the board. I don't know if they would have scored, but they definitely would have got that first down. I don't know what's going on. It's really odd. It's every time the team, when it's a big play, makes a mistake. You got to make the catches in those big spots, and they're not doing it. They're not executing. Give credit to the Steelers. Every time the Ravens answered back, they got a score right back. Like, hey, listen, we're keeping this lead. It really was a really good game the last quarter and a half, which makes it sad that the ending was so just controversial. So, by letter of the rule, you can say the Isaiah Likely catch was not a catch. My issue is the rule was terrible. The rule is terrible then. Okay? I don't understand how in the middle of the field, it's the same in the middle of the field that's not the end zone as it is in the end zone. And someone has to explain to me how the Thursday night game this week, Bijan Robinson, that was a fumble, when by letter of the rule you told me in this game he has to catch the ball and make a football move. He literally caught the ball, took 2 steps and got hit, and they called that a fumble. I don't understand the rule. So in the end zone, 2 feet down, and like he extended the ball, it's not a touchdown. So I don't want to get on Likely because I just don't think the rule's very good. Like, that made no sense. I don't understand it. Yeah, it's frustrating because I still don't understand the rule too. This goes back to 2 years ago. It goes back to 10 years ago. There's been plays in the end zone for some reason on the sideline. If I get my tiptoes of my feet down, it's just a catch, right? Don't have to get the whole foot down, whatever. But if I get my tiptoes down the end zone and then my heels hit out of bounds, somehow that's out of bounds. I don't get it. You got to make these rules make sense. I don't understand any of this. Anyway, that happened, which was a terrible call. And then I don't want to miss this one. Congratulations to Travis Jones getting paid. Huge, great player. I don't even know. I did not think they were going to re-sign him. I didn't think they had a shot. In fact, I really think he could have got more money on the open market because he is a dog, and they couldn't afford to actually lose him because I think Matabuke is retiring, so this was huge. But he got called for a penalty that was ridiculous, and it gave them 4 more points. So NFL, what are you doing? This one was egregious. Nobody said this was a good call. He went in between the guard and the center, and they were like, "Oh, we hit unnecessary roughness." I'm like, he didn't even touch him. What are we doing? It's NFL. Yeah. Come on, man. We got to do better with that. No, yeah, you didn't even look at the likely play.
That's to my point of the Steelers getting these phantom favorable calls.
Yeah, it was bad.
I don't know. It was the same thing when Green Bay played in Pittsburgh. I think it's worse in Pittsburgh. Like I said, I see why you hate playing that team. It's just bizarre. Like, that one, to me, I was just dumbfounded.
Now,
like, what is this? Like, it's not his fault. The long snapper fell over his own people, and his guards got destroyed. Like,
yeah, and this makes it hard.
That's when you send to the league and send an angry, nasty gram. But
this is when you get like a problem too, because like, what do you tell them in film study? What am I supposed to be like? Oh, Travis, you gotta watch out for the referees. What did he do wrong? Anyway.
Well, no, you know, in those meetings they totally shit on a ref. I mean, the refs are probably just a punching bag. I mean.
Oh, and you know what's not fair? I want to make this clear. Like, Falele's got to go out there and sit there and have all these reporters ask him questions he don't want to answer because they're gonna crap on him. Same thing with like Lamar about him winning and everybody. Now the referees, you make them culpable too. You're gonna make these terrible calls. Go talk to the press. Go tell them. Go. You face the crap. I'm done with this. It's not fair. The NFL guards them like they're the greatest people in the world, but then these players got to go out there and answer these stupid questions when you make terrible calls. Come on, bro, make it fair, okay? And I do think Falele should have answered the questions. I don't like what he did either, but you know what? I can make excuses for that because you know what? He's dealing with a lot of crap that you don't have to when you do stuff like that. Anyway, going past that, they still had a chance. The last play, first off, I don't get the play before this play. 3rd and 3, they run a draw out of the pistol. The line completely messes up, so they destroy Henry. So now it's 4th and 5. You know, and that's a mess. Anyway, 4th down comes. He throws the ball, Lamar, and wouldn't you know, old Mr. New Contract, Mark Andrews. Like, if you didn't watch this in all 22, you didn't notice it. He was throwing DeAndre Hopkins, who was going to have the touchdown. He was standing right there wide open. It was actually a good play by Lamar. He stepped up and made the throw. Mark Andrews, not his fault. He thought it was for him. Jumps up and pretty much just bats the ball down, which is sad, but. Give credit to Patrick Queen, too. He came back from an injury and made a play. Ex-Raven. Made a good play. He was all over it. But it's stuff like that, too. It's like, guys, where's the communication here? I don't know, man. But then they even get a stop, so we get to the last drive. Another kind of questionable call on the kickoff or the punt for the punt. Ravens get a pretty good return at like the 45-yard line. They get called for a block in the back or hold. Goes back to the 22 now. I'm like, oh, come on, what is going on? Every time, like Tom said, it does seem sometimes, especially they're home. I don't understand why the Ravens are getting called for all these penalties. Whatever. Lamar's got to do better on that drive. We kind of the whole drive was a mess, even before the last play. And then the last play, you got to at least throw it up. You got DeAndre Hopkins. He has really good hands. He might have made a play. Who knows? But bottom line is you can't let games come down to this. And even with all the bad referee and everything, the Ravens cannot keep getting off the bad starts. That is their problem. You get started slow. You get behind in all these games. You can't keep trying to come back and win these games. It's not going to work. In the last 2 weeks, it hasn't. You can't get behind making mistakes and then expect to come back. Now, the defense should get credit. Even though Aaron played well, he did. I think the defense, again, has been the strong point the last, 6 weeks of the season. They've been really solid. They kind of came around at the end, made the stops when they had to. Like I said, they gave them a chance at the end of this game, even with all this stuff going wrong. But the Ravens now trail the Steelers in the division, and honestly, I mean, they still have a shot, but you realistically have to win at least 2 out of these 3 games to even have a shot. You can't lose 2 of them. You're done. So, Ravens, you got to win this game especially. It's a division game at Cincinnati. You have to win this one, and then you have to win one of these 2 that I do not think you can win right now, because you cannot get off the slow start against the Packers or the Patriots. And then you have to hope the Steelers lose one, and you get back to this game with a one game split. Because right now, if you won your Bengal game, I believe you still have the division lead, or you could have the division lead. So if you beat the Steelers in last week, so it's a lot of stuff going on. And honestly, this team's not that good. So what's the point even making? I don't even think you will win a playoff game. Maybe one. You never know. This year's kind of weak in the AFC. So
look, I remember watching the 2012 Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah,
I went to that game against Denver when they were in Baltimore. That team did not look like it deserved to be in the playoffs.
No.
Okay, so I will always say never say never.
Okay, and this year it is kind of weak, the playoff pool. Even though the Texans, I'm pulling for the Texans because that defense is beautiful. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the Ravens. I vented. The referees got to do a better job. Me and you have been talking about that every week, Tom. So I feel like it's just another, what do they call it? Another feather in the cap for that. Like, they just keep making you look smart.
Josh, this has been this way for 5 years. Nothing has changed. So I've lost. In Green Bay, they had the same problem with the Luke Musgrave catch. I don't know what the interpretation of how you tell if someone caught the ball is a joke. I'm so over it. It's like, what? I don't get it. Whatever. But I don't even want to go into a likely one, because at least the Musgrave one, you're like, yeah, I could kind of see where you can get by, Man, that likely one, there's 2 feet down, he had possession of the ball. That's it.
Yeah,
so,
I just think this rule's too complicated. Guys, is it a catch or is it not a catch? Stop putting all this crap in writing. Did it look like he caught the fucking ball? That's it. What? This isn't hard.
Thank you. I agree, man. And again, to me, when you catch it, the end zone, it's just, hey, do you have instantaneous possession or not?
Yeah.
The end.
Because they had the Aaron Rodgers fumble in this game.
You've crossed the plane.
You had the Aaron Rodgers fumble pick in this game. Now, why was that so easily him being down when you guys are saying you have to have 2 feet and a move? He didn't make a football move. Why wasn't that a fumble?
Because he's curable.
Because he put his knee on the ground? What is... And if that's the case, a lot of guys put their knee down. But if the ball's already, coming out or not 100% possession, you don't give them the ball. I don't see... I could make a case that was... You did that one quick, too. It was the easiest thing in the world. What are we doing?
Yeah, I know.
You got to be consistent.
I think that's what makes football good and perfect.
Oh yeah.
Is you have refs, and that's why it's kind of like baseball, where I get concerned about what happens when you just let robots take over umpiring. Right? Do you lose this fun element of the game that actually good players find ways to
If you get the umpiring, right? They've been, and the thing I will give the NFL though, the MLB is their last 2 to 3 World Series. Those umps they've put in the World Series have been so good. amazing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Honestly, Chacho, even when you get into the NFL, when you look at it at a holistic view
Yeah.
and like a few levels up, they're actually phenomenal at the job they do. And like that's where everybody always says, when you look at it at the micro level, at a play level, yeah, there's some ugly.
Well,
Right?
schematically, they make it hard on them though with the rules too. It's a lot. It's a
I think what's
lot.
dumb is I think you have this stuff go to New York. There's so much inconsistency of like even when you challenge it, they're actually I don't think New York reviews it with them. Versus, hey, New York can buzz in and do quick stuff, and you're just like, let there be one overlord that can get it right.
Yeah.
That's it, and say no, you're wrong. To catch and let them buzz in and call it a day. Like I don't care if the refs are dumb on the field. Right, and you have to have a guy buzz in a couple
it
times
reminds
a
me of
game
like when
telling them, "Hey, no, that's wrong.
they
Fix that now."
they implement stuff just to like shut people up. I feel like sometimes without actually like fully implementing it. Do you remember when they had the review pass interference? And like literally, they just put that in there to be like, "See, we did it," and then they were like, every time they were just like, "Nope, same, it's good."
Oh no, yeah, no, they.
That was so that was so dumb. I remember that. I'm like, so guys, you just said we're gonna put this here, but every time someone uses it, you're just gonna be like, it stands. I remember that. I was like, stupid. And of course, they just got rid of it the next year. I'm like, of course. I'm like, well, what the fuck? You just
because it was so dumb. All the coaches showed how it was such flawed logic. Yeah, no, you're right. They put it in there, and I think also there are some complications with the CBA with the refs of what can and cannot be reviewed and what's crossing the line. So I think
my issue is there are guys that didn't make it in the league, right? That actually played the sport at either college or semi-pro level. That if you gave them this job and made it a like career kind of goal, they know the rules better than a ref that hasn't played football at a high level would know, because they played the game, what should be allowed. You know what I mean? Have better recourse with the players. There's people like that you could hire if you paid a little more, and I don't understand what all the money they make.
If he's Josh, you just make him full time.
Yes,
like
that's what I'm saying.
But it is what it is, man.
It's penny pinching at its finest. I'm sorry, it is. It's crazy.
I think the only couple points I want to get on with the Ravens, though, I'm gonna not sidetrack us on the NFL. Go. We could spend 3 episodes, an episode deep dive of how bad.
Yeah. That's not the point. The Steelers still could have won this game. That's what I wanted to put mainly on this. I don't think the Ravens had this game by no means, even if they make the touchdown there. They had 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to score. It was going to be a dogfight at the end. They could have easily lost this game. The Steelers brought it in this game, and I got to give them credit for that. They were ready to play.
The first comment I was going to make is you guys, I think Ravens fans saw that was perk Aaron Rodgers, whatever they gave him. And he's always a gamer for one of these types of games.
Yep.
Division, he always has been in his career. Ask the Bears. And you see why he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He doesn't do, I think, what people underestimate. He just knows what he needs to do. He gets the ball out quick. Metcalf was just getting insane releases. Whoever was covering, they just could not cover him and turn off the ball, right? I know he's hard, but he was spreading the ball where it needed to go. I think that touchdown run was like very, very vintage. I kind of like almost had a tear in my eye of like, oh man, there it is. But except he's like 42.
Yeah.
You definitely had full perk Rodgers on display there. I still don't think, is that like a championship winning Rodgers? No, but you had a guy that, hey, if you're not going to get pressure on him real quick and frustrate him, you're in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
I want to just go into the Flaley thing a little quick bit. College, I remember being in a situation where, hey, I wasn't playing well, got benched, right? But then also had to come back in a game, What people don't understand is Faalele, like they act like Faalele, like yes, he's a terrible player. He knows it. He knows he's playing bad. Like that's number one is people got to understand. The coaching staff and the GM are the ones that keep putting him out there.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%.
You need to blame them, number one.
Yep.
Falele's probably, look, he knows it, and that's why he's not going to sit there and listen and go to the media. Like, honestly, especially as an offensive lineman, there's a lot of pride. And he knows he's letting his team down. That's why he didn't go to that interview. Because it's like, why do I need to bring more attention to it? You know? And I like to Josh's point, I think if you just sat him down, like that's what helped me actually was just, hey, I got to watch the game and realize like a lot of it was I was just overthinking. Sometimes Falele, it looks like the game's way too fast for him. Like that was never my problem. My problem was more things happened just a hair too. They happened. I was just a hair too late sometimes seeing things, but I was in the right position and would make the play. But hey, there's another guy behind me that could anticipate it and then also make a hole, right? If that's fair.
Gotcha.
I wasn't able to leverage all my power because, hey, I was like milliseconds. Like Falele's bad. Like there's times he just whiffs because he takes a bad angle or he doesn't get off the ball. His pad level's too high. Now he's lost confidence, right? So he's just kind of like, again, there's a lot going on. That's all I'm going to say. And I hope Ravens fans give the man some grace in terms of, remember, he's a human being trying to perform something that none of the fans in the stands have ever done. Okay? So just, he knows he's bad. That's
yeah,
it.
you gotta give him time. He's a young guy.
All you can do is support the guy at this point, right? And hopefully something clicks. Because, man, if it does, like you said, you can't teach size. But unfortunately, that might be a Eric DeCostas fumble on a pick. For normal, he seems to really whiff on linemen on both sides of the ball lately. That was something that I got to tell you, Ozzie never really did. That was one of his stronger suits.
Yeah. True.
He may not have been able to draft a wide receiver to save his life, but dang, he could draft linemen like nobody's business.
I mean, to be fair to him, before Flacco, they had
I mean, hey, Marshall Yanda.
That's pretty great.
Even Michael Orr, right? Michael Orr.
Pretty solid, yeah.
Was a very key piece at the time they took him.
And he was good. He was a good player.
Yeah, was he? I don't know if he truly ever really was what he should have been, but
he was a good right tackle. He was a good right tackle.
Last piece too, I just think I think Lamar's hurt. I agree with you. I don't know what is going on with why they want to run out of the pistol. I think it hurt not having Keaton Mitchell got hurt. He broke that long run off. You know.
Good news is he's okay. It's just like you said, it kind of ruined the momentum. You could tell like he's the guy you got to give more carries to, and it's also their fault. You don't run the ball enough with him, so stuff with your hamstring and knees going to happen when you got the guy sitting over there all day. I mean, you got to run the ball more with him. I don't get it. Whatever.
Yeah, I know. The other thing I'll just say is I think that what you saw when Mark Andrews tipped the ball is just kind of a summation of their season, right?
Yeah. Yep.
They're just not together.
No.
And you can tell, like I said with Lamar, that's the thing I'm kind of watching these past two games is his leadership. How do you got to rally, guys, and I don't see it. And I think that's concerning. I think he's true. Because I wonder, there was a guy I was watching. Someone was saying, do they think like even him and Lamar and Harbaugh talk because like the way they talk about when he's coming back, never jive.
Yeah.
And you just wonder if like
I think it was
relationship has deteriorated beyond repair. And I'm not trying to start drama. I just, like I said, if Lamar ever wants to be a championship quarterback, you gotta be on the same page with everybody, and everybody's gotta believe in you, man. And they believe in you because you have the talent, but do they believe it in you because you got it in your heart? And they know, hey, he's got your back. And I don't know. I highly question it. If I was in that huddle, I'm telling you, Chach, I'd be like, you're a great player, man, but you're an asshole. And I think that's some of it. I really, really, really do. So he's got to he's got some soul searching to do this offseason. I really think, like, hey, what are you going to do differently? And you've got to learn from this season, right? Through all these trials and tribulations, how do you stay together and not blame people, not pout on the sidelines, right? How do you continue to grow? Because he's such a good passer. He's such a good athlete. Like, he's phenomenal. There's a reason why he won MVPs, right? It's not because of his legs. It's because he actually has a good arm. So that's just, I think that's a summation. It's just so hard to jive because nobody knows what you're getting play in and play out from the whole team in general, right? And I just think there's a lot of lack of communication in the Ravens front office, the coaching staff, and the players right now. And that's why you're seeing why everything just feels hard. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think the teams, I don't think you're wrong. I just think in general the teams just lost the message with the coach. I just think it isn't working. I don't think Harbaugh's a bad coach. And you know what? He has a job open for him if something does happen because of the whole Michigan situation, which is another ball of wax. It's freaking crazy.
Oh, God, I'd stay away from that.
Yes.
Nah, you know what's going to be funny? I think Michigan should do the ultimate funny troll thing. Just go hire Urban Meyer. Screw it.
Be hilarious. Oh, my God.
Just do it. You got to win now.
Jaguars legend Urban Meyer. Listen.
Yeah, so, yeah. That's all I got on the Ravens, man. Look, they've had a tough year, man.
Hire Brian Kelly. It'd be funnier.
They still got a chance, like you said. You got to take it game by game. And
yeah, I mean, hey, once you get in the dance, once you get in the dance, you got a shot.
The Bengals are going to be down in the dumps, man. So
once you get in the dance, you got a shot. So they need to get one. You just need to get one to get rolling, and then if you could look, this is the thing with those 2 other games in a row. If you somehow win 1 or 2 of those games, you got to be feeling pretty confident for the Steelers, right? You got to be like, oh, man, we could do this. We beat some good teams, So, but then, like Tom made the ultimate point, this is just to troll a little bit. It's in Pittsburgh, so do you really have a chance? It's rigged, okay? It's all rigged, guys. Listen, let me stop.
Dude, that's why I hate the Steelers. The NFL's infatuation and love for them. That's why I was glad when Green Bay won that game. I'm telling you, I've never been so happy because it's just like the odds are stacked against you.
That was pretty bad for being in Baltimore, which is like, dude, you're home. Like, what's going on? Anyway, not the NFL's fault. The Ravens got to do better. You got to finish these games, play better. Now on to a winning team because 2 winning teams, and the Bears played the Packers in Green Bay and lost 28-21. Packers are in first place now. Tom, what are your thoughts on the game? This is his team. Tom, sorry you don't get a break. Go. Just.
Yeah.
No breaks, all gas, baby.
It's nice to see the rivalry matter a little bit. Bears are talented.
Give my man credit. Yeah, you know who to give credit to. The big fella. Well, the big little fella. I like him. I love me some running backs. That man is. Oof.
Yeah, I don't know why. Ted Johnson got in his head of why the heck you pass it and try to get too cute to just hand the ball, because the Packers were gassed on defense. I think they really missed Devontae Wyatt. That was a tough transition.
That man runs like an old school running back, Tom. He is just hard and downhill.
All you got to do is they just run duo. Like the NFL this year, they've really gotten into running basic duo up the middle. And, Green Bay does it all the time with Jacobs. And it's just demoralizing when you get 4 yards every time. There's nothing special to it either. But
they just doing math, man.
I'm going to tell you right now, Bears fans, Caleb Williams still has to take a big step. He ain't it yet.
I agree.
He can make a lot of plays rolling out to his right. I mean, he's got the talent. I see the comp of why people say dude, this guy's got that Aaron Rodgers level ability outside the pocket. Inside the pocket, I mean, you can't miss the throws he does, dude. I'm sorry. He can't. It doesn't make any sense to me. And their defense is not good. Just being really honest, it's all right. They have a lot of work to do on that side of the ball. Here, we're gonna man up on Christian Watson. Good luck. Green Bay. Number one, Christian Watson comeback story is awesome.
Yeah,
people really need to recognize, dude, it was almost a year ago. He was on that field against the Bears. He tears his ACL. He's coming back, scoring 2 touchdowns, and has really started to show, like...
Wide receiver 1, yeah.
He is wide receiver 1. Yeah. Jaden Reed coming back's huge.
Yeah, yeah.
Jonathan Love is good. I'm not going to, I don't want to tout top 5 quarterback. None of that BS. I love what Jordan Love does for the Packers. End of story.
That's all it is.
I love this offense is jiving. I think they made the right moves on the offensive line.
Defenses
4 weeks ago.
Rolling.
Right, they're establishing a run game. Jordan Love had some amazing pass protection calls, like the 1 touchdown to Bo Melton. Ever since the house, it was blocked up beautifully. He called it perfectly. Look, like I said, the Bears are super talented. There's a reason why they are.
Bo Melton, baby, let's go.
Right, he's had a rough go of it.
Yeah,
and
rough career, so
it's fun to see him succeed. You want him to succeed. He is his talent level, though, I think, but he's just such a fun story. Love that guy. But yeah, like, I think the Packers, unfortunately they have to play, it's the Bears at home, it's at Denver this week, and then you're playing the Bears on the road. They really sandwiched a really challenging one in the middle of that. This could all flip again.
Yeah,
even this week, right? Because the Bears play the Browns, and then they got to flip around and go again at Chicago. So I would argue this week's must win. So we'll see. Packers have stacked wins. They're peaking at the right time. I love this team. I think there's something special about it. Gotta keep the focus,
yep.
Right? And just the offense is playing complementary football. I would love to see them in just one game. I think it's just, I don't know what it is, like why. I think it's just I have this, like, I feel like, hey, every offense can play like they did back in 2011, which I think is just a false sense of reality.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I would love to see them just score every drive. I'm telling you, like, they could do it. I think they're that talented. I really do. I don't know if it's truly possible or not, but I think it's on maybe in the NFL,
Yeah.
But I don't have a lot to say about it. I don't, because I think, hey, the Packers handled business. I don't think the Bears are to the Packers level yet. Matt LaFleur's like 20-1 against them, so I don't know why Bears fans all of a sudden get so hyped like this is it.
They had a 4th place schedule, that's kind of helping them a lot this year, I ain't gonna lie. And they got our division, the Ravens division, so that helps too.
Yeah, Chot's like, yeah, you got it, man. Like, hey, I think they're talented. They should be, right? You've been drafting number 1 picks for however long,
I do like their coach. He's doing a good job, too.
Clearly, yeah, the head coach hire was huge. They got the right guy. If it doesn't work there, that just shows you how dysfunctional the Bears are as a franchise of, hey, they don't stick to any mission, right?
Yep.
Like I said, I'm not shitting on Caleb Williams. I'm just saying, Bears fans, stop getting so overhyped about him and trying to make his numbers look like they're something they're not. Dude, he is not. Right now, he is what he is. It doesn't mean he won't get there. But just, calm down, dude. You don't have I think the problem I have with, Bears fans, and no offense to them, is they just constantly try to compare. I feel like the Packers are always something in their mouth, is in their mouth every time they talk about the Bears, right? And I guess that's part of what happens when you just
lose a lot.
When you're trying to hunt the Packers, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's every press conference in my lifetime. The only guy that had any success truly was Lovie Smith.
Yep.
Anyway, it gets old, right?
And he's an underrated coach.
Play the game, right? Go win the game and start to show me, you guys, this is the team. Not this false hope of, oh my gosh, we finally got it. This is it. And there's so much of it. There's just so much, you see on the message boards, I'm just like, guys, play. And you know what? You still have a shot. that game in Lambeau was a tough one.
It was.
You knew it was going to be. Everything could flip on its head in 2 weeks.
Yep. True.
And that's why, like I keep saying, the Bears are talented. They got a really hard schedule, man. That's really, but like I said, I think the Packers are peaking at the right time. They have the potential to get that number 1 seed. I would love to see them get that rust up a little bit.
I think the NFC is going to be the more interesting playoff matchups because I feel like they have better teams in the NFC too. They really do, in my opinion.
I do too, but you just never know, man. Once you get to a Super Bowl,
True.
like.
Oh no! I'm just saying.
Is it just inevitable that they finally win one?
I'm just saying as far as like watching for consumer purposes, I feel like the NFC's gonna be fun.
Dude, I'm telling you, a team like the 49ers still scares me.
Seattle, if Sam Darnold doesn't throw picks, is a tough team.
Seattle.
I just don't trust. I don't trust him. Yeah, that's my problem.
That was a mistake of a signing. It was better than Geno Smith, but paid a lot of money.
That's my problem.
Proven.
Exactly.
He proved himself. He proved himself with Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell made J.J. McCarthy look good last week. Okay. Like Kevin O'Connell's a really good head coach, guys. If you haven't figured that out yet. Yeah, I'm just not a. Yeah, I do agree with you. I think like the Rams are a super dangerous team. Even if the Packers, Josh, have to play the Bears again, I hate playing division teams 3 times in one season. It just is hard. Especially if you win 2 of them in the regular season, you have no idea what's going to happen.
Agree.
Generally, I don't think anybody's ever beaten their division team 3 times in one season. That's just to show you how hard it is.
No, they have. The Steelers did it in 08 with the Ravens. I was about to bring that up. I remember that.
Okay.
Because everyone was saying the same thing. They were like, no, yeah, but the Ravens had to play 2 playoff games and were really tired. They were beat up.
Oh, yeah, that was Flacco's rookie year.
Yep.
I remember. Yeah. No, I mean, they still kept it close. It's only 21-14. It was really the.
Oh, yeah, if it wasn't a pick, we would have won.
That really opened.
Or not won, but had a shot.
Where they destroyed Willis McGahee.
That was a great defense. Oh, my God, it was a great defense. Oh, both of them.
Yeah. No, both those defenses were amazing. Even the Ravens that year.
That's prime Ed Reed, man, with the picks and the run backs.
That was prime, yeah. But anyways, everybody gets my point. Like, hey, those division games are tough for any team to play 3 times. And I think you're seeing a lot of, like, NFC West is going to have to play itself again, right?
Yeah. That's a mess.
I think I really hope the Panthers just make it in because it's hilarious.
Oh, yes, it is. I agree.
You know what? I do love, I don't know. I don't know what to make of Bryce Young. I kind of think he knows how to play within the system, but at the same time, I also don't know. He's another one. I'm like, I don't think he's it.
I was going to say, I don't think he's a number 1 pick, but I do think he, like, that good, number 1 pick quarterback good, but I do think he's solid. Like, he's okay. Not bad.
But you see what he does, like, against, like, the Rams, and he's getting, I think sometimes his height is a problem. I really do.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And sometimes I just don't think he can see guys. But, like, McMillan's so big, he's just like, here, throw it up to him.
He's been really good, though. I have to give him credit.
I know, I was sad Green Bay. I mean, you see why he went in the top 10. I was sad Green Bay couldn't get him. I still believe in Matthew Golden. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. I think that wide receiver class might be really solid. But... Yeah, man. I don't know much. I agree with
Tom.
I also think they just got to keep stacking stuff, keep getting turnovers, just crank up. They need some of these other guys on that pass rush to win. And I think, God, this team could be scary.
I want to give Tom like credit. I want to go piggyback on everything he said. I agree with it. But I also want to give the defense on the Packers credit. They made the stop at the end like you have to in big games. DJ Moore's like not the biggest Caleb Williams fan, at least it doesn't look like it. He's very frustrated with him.
Hey DJ, I'm not either. So
he did miss him on that last play. I don't know what he was doing. It was like a shorter throw, and I don't know what's going on. But anyway, like Tom said, I don't think Caleb's bad.
You know what was scaring Williams? The Micah Parsons effect.
Yep.
Micah Parsons played 90% of the snaps and was chasing him all game.
Speaking of the
And
referees, how many times is this man going to get choked before y'all throw a flag?
Dude, all of it. They did it to Evan Williams. I don't understand the NFL. Just call it.
Yeah.
Like, please, just once. Just humor me. It's so aggravating because I know for a fact you start getting... I think this is the problem, Chach, with like why the Packers can't get turnovers. It's so hard it's like damn near impossible for them to ever get anyone in 3rd and long unless they get a sack. They've got to earn it the hard way. Because, you know, if they were the Browns and it was Myles Garrett, there'd be 15 flags on the field every game. And I get tired of it. It's so dumb.
And the Bears offense, I want to give Monangai credit. I really like him. He runs hard, really tough. But like Tom said, defensively though, you guys are just, if you don't get turnovers, it's kind of like a lost cause. That defense is a lot of work needs to be done to that defense. It reminds me of Detroit when they were getting their team together, where the first year with their defense was just, it was a mess, like kind of like this one. And then started fixing.
Chach, how about that? Remember that 21-yard run with Jacobs?
Mm-hmm.
That summarizes their defense.
Yes.
They had him dead to rights. I don't know how he broke out of that.
No,
I don't. They all missed him. And I go, okay. And that was huge because that ended up being the game, you know, winning touchdown drive.
No,
right?
True. Yeah.
It would have been 4th and long. You can't have 4 people dead to rights to him. That's for sure. Against, you know, I know Jacobs is good and hard to get out, but dang, man.
Now you guys are pros too, man. But yeah, the Packers are peaking at the right time, like Tom said. Could have home field, like Tom also said though. Tough schedule right now because they're sending you to Denver, and Denver just has like this black magic working for them, where it's like they keep winning these games on some like Salem witch crap. Like they're losing, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, look,
brought the voodoo from New Orleans.
Yeah, man. I'm like, what the hell is going on? That team, you know, you have teams that are snake bit, like we were talking about the Ravens, but then you have teams like this every year that just find a way to win every game, and sometimes it goes all the way to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying they are going to make it, but it's like the Chiefs a couple years ago. I don't know what was going on, or like Denver in 2015. I know they had a good defense, but I still don't know how they made it. They couldn't score anything. It was so weird. It's kind of the same kind of team. They're just finding a way to win these close games. And like Tom said, though, if you can win this game, looking good.
I will say this. I think this is a really cool matchup, and you never know. This could be a Super Bowl matchup.
Yep. Not only that, I want to say, too, that I feel like the last game, like Tom said, I don't feel like the Bears are there yet. So if you're a Bears fan, you have to be happy with the way your team's played this year, because I would feel like we're ahead of schedule, right? Like this, I don't think this is your Super Bowl window or anything. I don't think you're not there yet. But I'm saying, like, you're playing above your skis right now. So I'm like, enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're playing with house money. That's what I look at it. Like, I will say this, though.
Mm-hmm.
Momentum matters in the NFL, but year to year it doesn't translate.
No. I still think the Lions blew it a couple years ago.
Next year the target's going to be on them.
No, I agree. I believe
it's so. Like, look at the Commanders, man. They've had injury problems and stuff, but dude, the target was on their back. They had a lot of aging veterans, and
I look at the Lions. They blew it a couple years ago when they had that game in San Francisco. That's big, man. I don't know if they're ever going to make it back to that point. You know.
No, I think their window closed. They're a tough team still, but their window's gone.
That was the year, man.
Jared Goff, dude. Even last year was their year. I know they got hurt, but they still could have done it. I think they were better than Philly. And you're seeing everyone now sees why I keep saying Philly steamrolled, but it kind of just the way the playoff field laid. That's what won. You know, because like think about that snow game. Think if they weren't playing a dome team.
Yeah. Sure.
And even still, Matthew, the Rams gave them fits.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man. You're seeing this year what I said about the Eagles. That's all I'm going to say. Jalen Hurts is what he is.
All right, guys. You know what time it is. Time to go around the league. Tom, what did you think? This is the end of the show. Let's go.
Anything
catch your eye?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the Browns are doing there. They don't like Shadur.
Yeah, that was really weird. He played a good game.
Honestly, both those quarterbacks are on really bad offenses with not a lot of talent. So,
I was impressed by what Shadur did, but I also don't understand what the Browns, like you said, what that play was so dumb. I'm sorry. I don't understand that. And I'm going to go game by game with him and not overhype everything like everyone does or throw crap on him either when he doesn't play great. He's a rookie quarterback. That was a really good game, though. He brought him down at the end of the game, got scores, made good throws. Respect, man. Played
yeah. Good. The Falcons have been falconing, even though they've now won that Thursday night game.
And then
well, it's funny. It's funny because like the news, like the media here, they're like, "Hey, well, Raheem Morris was that a key win?" And I'm like, dude, this team should not, you can't keep saying, "Oh, they're so close in these close games," right? Like, give me a break. You see the talent. Like, why doesn't this happen week in and week out? I don't understand.
I also want to give credit to the Texans defense, man. How about them? Wolf, they are rolling.
I think Kansas City's done. You might have officially, like I said, I think the window has closed. I think Mahomes will always be this bugaboo guy. He's going to be he'll always be a tough out as long as he's in the league, but I think the era is over because once Kelsey's gone, you can see now, he's just not the same player. Even like Chris Jones, he's aged. Dude, their core is gonna be gone soon.
Oh yeah,
and you can always get new guys, but
Unfortunately for the Texans, though, I just think their offense is gonna be their Achilles heel. That line is terrible.
Dude, their offensive line is terrible.
Yeah.
Every time, I don't know too. C.J. Stroud doesn't call the protections the right way. I don't know what happens.
What's going on?
There's always a free rusher, and I don't think the one I remember it was like a 3rd and 15, and they completed the pass. But dude, they just they sent the blitz the opposite way of the slide, and he just gets nailed, and it's all the whole game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you either just not calling the protection the right way, or they just know what it is? It's so funny. I don't understand.
That is a fun team to watch, though, because that defense flies around and hits. They're really fun.
Dude, that defense is elite. I feel like there was a lot of buys last week, too.
Yeah.
There really wasn't any, I think the only other thing around the league is Phillips back, baby.
I was going to say.
The 2005 Madden roster is still alive.
Oh, man, he's 25, 30 pounds overweight or whatever. It's kind of funny.
Well, I mean, he's a dad, man. He literally...
Yeah, he's on Kid 45. Yeah.
I love the meme going around that he sacrificed his Hall of Fame eligibility. He did not spend Christmas with his family. Because he retired in 2020. He's eligible this year, and it's now the counter reset.
Yep. Oh, my God. For that 2 games he's gonna play for the call. I hope he gets to the Super Bowl. It'll be the funniest thing ever. Come on, Philip.
How funny? Don't lie. How funny would it be if you had Rodgers Rivers AFC title game?
Yes, everything. We're back, baby.
Dude, I'm telling you, you know what? The thing is, Rivers knows how to run an offense.
But that arm,
physically,
bro.
If he can, I think the arm will be fine. I think the problem's going to be, dude, is this game just.
I don't know about that.
Slow.
He couldn't throw before. We'll see.
I don't know. Rodgers loved him open if he uses the dips.
I'm telling you, hope I'm all here for the Phillip Rivers coming out party. If those were 3:30 in the first game, let's go.
Yeah, right. Heck yeah, man. Show you that dad bod's still really bad.
Dads can win too, man. Listen, 20 kids in or whatever the hell he's got grandkids. Grandpa's out there slinging.
Right. Dude, well, it's crazy. They're just showing highlights, and I'm like, dude, I was in middle school, bro.
I know.
Guy's just
bro, I know. I feel so old.
Also, Cam Newton, shut up. Just.
Oh, yeah.
Slap in my face. Dude, you wore out your welcome in the NFL, okay? Stop.
Oh, yeah, he stopped. Listen, it's a...
And you got your little redemption arc when Carolina brought you back and you got shit on. So stop.
Well, no, that's the equivalent to this though. Like that's why I don't know why he's talking, bro. It's literally when Carolina brought you back. It's your buddies. Like this is literally the same
Nobody
thing.
else wanted you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No one else is signing
nobody-
Phillip Rivers. No one else is signing Phillip Rivers. Cam. Nobody. Not one other team would have been like, oh, let me go call Phillip Rivers. But like, we don't know him.
Nope.
That's their old buddy. That's why they got his cell phone. Who knows? He probably
No,
called them. He probably called
know.
them. Like, hey guys,
No, Steichen and him apparently like he
we've been
runs
talking.
the same offense for his high school.
Well,
And
there
they're
you
just talking
go.
about different scheme
Mhm.
stuff. So, and I'm sure, honestly, at a minimum, I think what they like is, hey, he can coach Leonard.
I was gonna say he can help the young guy. He's got, yeah. So I mean, Cam, you're not Cam. Listen, not everyone's like you either. Like you're not gonna help every quarterback. They can't run like you. Like I'm just saying, just in general.
Yeah,
Like, dude, you should have ran on that. It's like, dude, I'm
I'm
not
not gonna lie
you.
to you, Josh. Like, it's okay. He always says like the thing. He always says the thing, but he doesn't say the right thing. He just runs his mouth. And
I
it gets
def-
old, man.
I
I ain't
will
gonna
def-
lie. It's just this whole media thing of like, oh, I gotta run my mouth. and
No,
make
I will
the
defend
hot
him.
take.
I will defend his playing career. Okay, I always do that. Now his takes, like you said, are like hyperbolic and a bunch of crap sometimes. I'm like, too much thinking, bro. Like some of this stuff isn't as deep as you think it is. Some of these players get way too like Ryan Clark does that too, and who was the other one?
Oh, yeah,
the one
dude.
white guy. My God, what the hell's his name? I can't remember his name, but the one white dude does it too. I'm like, they all think too. Oh, Orlovsky sometimes. I'm like, bro, it's not that deep, bro. Just stop.
Well, the funnier thing is when Orlovsky runs his mouth because it's like, dude, you ran out
Yeah,
the
you're
back of the end
terrible,
zone.
bro.
And you're a career bench quarterback, so shut up.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, he sucked. I was like, I don't know why are you here, man? And I get it. Everyone will be like, well, what does that mean? What has a media member done? You know, they did get it. They did go to school for that degree, right? It's like it's crazy. Just because you played in the league don't make you like great. Some of these guys don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Josh, that's what I hate now with like ESPN, NFL Network. They just hire these guys out the league and just to give them a job, right? And you're like, you're not qualified. Like, there's a reason why Al Michaels is good. There's a reason why Kirk
And I want to make it clear, some of these dudes
in
are
college,
really
but-
good, and it does help that they played. But some of these guys just get the job because they played. And I'm like, guys, it's like
Thank you.
what credentials,
Like Dan
bro.
Orlovsky, dude. Like,
Yeah,
he-
Dan Orlovsky, what the hell are
honestly,
you doing?
look, there's a reason why you had to call the Monsters game.
Yeah.
When you get regulated to that, is that like, you know you're bad.
No, I agree. I'm like, come on, man. What are we? I'm like, some of these guys, why? Some of them, I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Think, like, no matter what
get it.
how much I dislike Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, I actually think they've kind of gotten their act
Well, let's
together
give-
on Monday Night Football.
let's give
They're not
credit.
as bad as they used to be on Fox.
Let's give credit
And I wonder
to
if it's
Drew Brees. Looked really. I've really enjoyed Drew Brees this year. He just started like a couple games ago. He does a really good job. He really does.
I remember when Akeem Talib was announced on Fox.
Yeah, he wasn't doing it. Yeah, he wasn't that good. Sorry, Keith.
Dude, it was awful, man.
But like, I liked when Nate Burleson was doing it. I don't know why. I mean, I guess he gets paid more to be in the studio, but you know, whatever.
I think he gets paid more being on like all
Yeah.
the other
Yeah,
CBS
yeah.
shows. Yeah, no, he was phenomenal.
I was so mad when they got rid of him. I was like, Nate's kind of fun. Not only that, Nate has like, see, that's the thing when you get guys like him that had good years, but also were like glue guys on a team. I'm like, I like them when they announce because they're kind of like got a little humility, but they're also like, their talent wasn't to the level where they had to like study and work hard, right? So it's like they know even like the little things, right? Nate used to be fun because he would be on there like telling you what the receiver did wrong on the play, like you got to go for the ball, and he articulates very well. Like he's a very good. Like, Nate's just really good. Same thing with Drew. Like Drew Brees, I've really noticed that like the first few games, like there's a cadence you have to have when you announce games that some guys just don't have. It just is what it is. Some guys are good at it. Oh, you know who was actually good? Ex-Packer Will Blackman, and I don't know where he went. I really liked him when he was doing games or in the studio.
Well,
He was fun. He was
that's because
hilarious.
That's because he has a Boston College education.
He is funny.
Just
Oh,
saying.
he was hilarious. I loved him. Oh my God. Did you see the comment he made about Anquan Bolden? Everyone was laughing. He was like, because they were like, trash talk. Everyone was like, what did he say? Like, he was like, man, Anquan Bolden told me something one time. He said he didn't even cuss. And it was the worst thing I ever heard. And he was like, I ain't telling nobody, but that was hilarious. I was like, Like from a standpoint of what makes him funny is he's like, we played football, okay? I'm not even saying Anquan Bolden did anything because he even said like he's one of the best humans in the world. But man, he said something one time it messed me up for 2 days. I was like, that's hilarious. Will Blackmon's funny.
Right.
Oh man, it's great when the guys talk about their old stories. Football's like Tom always says, it's a fraternity, and like even when you're done, everybody always has a laugh because it's like you're just having fun. You know, you're playing a kids game for money, man. It's nice.
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Likes is always appreciated. Subscribe for more of our content, and as always, Tom.
Full tide. Anchor down.
Peace out. Bye.